Notoriously a really big lane bully. The Pantheon and the Ahri are really staple 2 versus 2. Varus as well, one of those champs that you can see contest early on and down on that bot side. So
from Ezreal won't necessarily get as easy a prio.
Level 3s here for June, early engaged. Charm flash from Scout over the minions, and Xiaohu holding his flash gets out to safety. Now Tian locked in the ring. Scout with no flash here, gets knocked up by Tian. And the red buff being applied, one more audacious charge. A stun over the wall from Jun actually keeps his mid laner alive and sacrifices himself to give first blood to Xiaohu. Coming out on the worst end of trades, and Jun still looking to make something happen here as he passes up into that top side ward from Arla. Gives vision over, Q goes wide, that empowered Pantheon spell now completely wasted it. A flash out from Breathe, Arla flashes to follow. Comes on through, Arla about 1 HP, may just be able to kite it on out here. Breathe doing the best he can with potions and grasp, and they still do it, but Arla dashes back in, slices 1, dices 2, and the kill's picked up. We're setting up here with a TP coming down as well. This is just going to be Pays returning to the fight. A serrated Dirk in the inventory. It's going to be a flip, going to be a 50-50 Scout on the top side here. Missing goes in, double pulverize, stolen away is the Dragon, and Jun picks that up, no doubt. Missing goes down, and Weibo are running this fight to begin with. Finally, Scout comes in, looking to dish damage out. Tian falls light, low on the backside. A stun comes through to stop that piercing arrow. Pays still wailing away here. It's the bot lane for Weibo that are going to go down. Erha just barely able to dish out one final concussive blow before he falls, and it's JDG who get the dragon, get the fights, and find themselves the advantage.
Sometimes in LPL you just kind of have to ask the question of why.
In fairness, they're AD carry as well. But still slight concerns around the strength of Xiaohu if you are Weibo here, rather that they've got a pretty strong rise, and as much as Scout managed to pick up 4 assists there, I think a couple of kills may have offset the weakness that he is facing in that 1v1 matchup in particular. Nice to see that Weibo have learned from their mistakes and have not contested another early objective, but a comp that is just objectively weaker. They've given up those first 3 grubs and
overall, but we have Scouts on top side, so we have to TP in if we want to contest this.
Yeah, Weibo, I mean, they're first to the Drake here. They're looking to take it. This time secured, but missing. Charging forward, attempting to get out to safety. The Realm Warp from Xiao, who just gets his support and his jungler out to safety. And a little bit, maybe just a bit delayed by Scout here, as they couldn't really take the fight. But now they're looking to dive down on the bot side. 4 versus 2. Chain of Corruption linking up with a headbutt pulverize from Missing. And everybody from JDG lives. No harm, no foul. Plates as well. Scout gets on the board.
And we were saying, you know, they wanted the fight. That's all they wanted, right? And maybe they took it a little bit late, but they found it anyway, getting those 2 kills. And
they'll lose out on their own blue buff, losing out on turret plates down on the bot side, and maybe Arla's actually just going to take the whole turret to himself. So bot lane tier 1 falls, a little bit of gold into the Renekton's back pocket, a stolen away blue buff, and again these dominoes beginning to fall, but Weibo starting their own little assault into the jungle here.
I mean, importantly,
does get rooted up, does get knocked up, does get stunned, and does go down. Finally, Weibo with a little bit of a bounce back, and a little extra Mystic shot takes him that little bit lower. Arla's still bot side as well with teleport, so going to look for a pretty big flank here. Weibo do secure the Rift Herald, but again, the question remains, can they get out to safety? Here comes the Grand Starfall as Xiao, who gets knocked up, locked up, taken down. Light running for the high hills as Arla turns back for the Yorick, who finally forces the flash, but this time round, not going to be able to get out so easily. Scout takes down Light. Breathe the next one to fall underneath this tier 1 turret, and JDG are running amok in Weibo's jungle.
Oh, absolutely. As long as we're able to go deep with shooting, like we talked about before with the Grand Starfall, as long as we're able to get the TP flank with the jungle not immaculately cleaned by Weibo, then we're still in a position where JDG will win these fights.
These fights so consistently, so succinctly as a 5v5 as well, that's when they really thrive.
And this Grand Starfall and the flank.
JDG did lose Scout, overextended a little bit, and Weibo managed to find a little bit of a response. Another kill picked up for them in recompense, as Xiao, who continues to be that 2-item spike. As JDG, eyes need to be on that mid lane.
No one saw that. Anyway, Renekton, the other thing to note is, we talked about the importance of, as we see them falling down a little bit in the side lane. We talked about the importance of the side lanes for Weibo, but If you see bot lane, if you
Set her on the clock here in this game, that the scaling for Weibo is pretty good, and missing, not giving them that time to scale. Realm Warp for Tien has been prepped, and he's able to get out between the Crescent Guard and the Rise ulti. So another attempted fight on that top side for JDG. They get the turret, Chunk on his way in from Scout, and maybe for Weibo that's good enough just to say, actually, we're done. That's it.
Yep. I mean, Weibo finally learned to say no to a fight. It only took them 20 minutes. It's fine. As JDG secure the Archicon. I don't know if they're trying to take Scout down. I think they're just trying to get a turret. Because that's kind of what Yorick wants to do, right? They're willing to give up the Dragon for that. So at least a tier 2. But they're splitting the gold between the Rise and the Yorick. I think they're just trying to get the soul lanes farmed.
Bit of the vision established in the river. 25 minutes has been hit, and now they're looking to collapse a little bit more aggressively. Erha doesn't get taken for the ride. Light's now chucked into the middle of everybody. Pays flashed on, but he gets out to safety as well. Xiaohu locked up, charmed up, but still alive as Light still chunking damage. Throwing it down, and Weibo actually coming out on top. They make the play, they get aggressive, and they come out on top. An Unbreakable from Erha saves him from the damage from Scout. And a quick 2-for-0 on the top side. Weibo Gaming come alive.
Right. So... interesting trade coming out for sure.
Chen lands the wind, becomes lightning. Doesn't want to take the aggressive push on it, as Ala's getting a little bit of a fight on to breathe here. Help from June as they take down the Yorick without any problems. Scout in the mid lane, forced to use Spirit Rush to get out to safety, and missing is going to be traded by JDG. So a 1-for-1 support for top laner here. Winning trade so far for JDG.
Still with no flash, so... very few flashes, in fact, but again, that's how
Light walking on a pink ward, but they pick up Ala first. He flashes out with the Dominus active, and Erha gets charmed and taken out. Unbreakable does not give him anything. Now Xiaohu, no flash, short head up, butted into a wall. Wow. Pays knocked back, but that's not going to do enough. Unbreakable will keep him alive, and Xiaohu's golden, but he still goes down. Breathe not a part of this. Ala able to TP back in. 2-for-0, JDG will take the soul.
Terrain there, easy for JDG to pick off one target and then keep pushing from there and split the rest of the fight. So really good understanding of both the terrain and how their team wants to play. So.
Okay, we're getting flamed for no reason, as Tien is also going to get flamed by his jungle, heading into the red buff, taken down by JDG. And now with the Hextech Soul, Scout goes in attempting to predict Charm out as Light, locked up, 2-for-0, 3-for-0, make it more, and JDG with that soul are just not stopping.
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the average age of
So was I was stuck there as well.
Anyway, JDG actually have an opportunity where they can end here. It's like 34 minutes, or 34 seconds before Ezreal's back.
Eyes on Xiaohu here. He's got to try and clear those waves. He gets immediately headbutt pulled and taken to the grave. Breathe will do what he can, but there is nothing this Undertaker can do to take down JDG. And game number 1 is picked up by your 3rd seed. A little bit of KDA padding, some stat farming to be done in the base as well. Tien not going to go down, but game 1 picked up, and JDG looking good doing it.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.